Hello, my little explorers. Today, we are going to talk about the most exciting and most powerful computer in the world. No. Don't get worried. This is your EVS class. This is not your computer class. But still, we are going to talk about the most powerful computer in the world. Do you know which computer that is? No, not Pentium. No, not IBM. No, not even Apple, not MacBook. The most powerful computer in the world is our human brain. Yes, we will be learning about our brain, our nervous system, and we will be understanding how our entire body is controlled by our nervous system. So yes, my dear children, today we are going to talk about the human nervous system. So this you can see is the diagram of the human nervous system. It contains three main parts: brain, spinal cord, and the nerves. Let me show you one by one. So this is a human brain. Then comes the spinal cord, and then comes the nerves. So once again, repeat with me. Our human nervous system consists of three parts: brain, spinal cord, and nerves. Okay, so this is the most important system of our body. Now, the nervous system is the control center of the human body. Our entire body is controlled by our nervous system. It comprises of three important parts. Which were they? Brain, spinal cords, and nerves. So, the nervous system enables us to carry out activities such as breathing. You know, we cannot live if we do not breathe. Blinking, even when you blink your eyes, that is controlled by your nervous system. Memorizing. Now, if you memorize this lesson or if you memorize anything, or anything that your mom tells you or anything that your parents tell you, that is done with the help of your nervous system. Reading, when you read books, it is through your nervous system. Eating, thinking, smelling, everything that you can imagine is done through our nervous system. So that is the control center of our body. Let's talk about the most important and the first part of our nervous system, which is the brain. The brain, like I said, is a super duper fast computer. It is fastest than any computer in the world. So the brain communicates with the rest of the body through the spinal cord and the nerves. So brain, it communicates with the body. See, this is the brain. It communicates with the entire body through spinal cord and nerves. See, this is the brain. So the brain also has three parts. Now, the brain itself is divided into three main parts. These are the cerebrum, the cerebellum, and the medulla oblongata, or the brainstem. I know it's a tricky pronunciation, so you can also call it the brainstem if you cannot pronounce medulla oblongata. It's very tricky, right? So, let me tell you about cerebrum first. Let me show you what a cerebrum looks like. So, this is the cerebrum, which is the main part of the brain. Do you want to see an animated image of the cerebrum? See, this whole part, this is our cerebrum. This is the main important part of the brain. So, the cerebrum or cortex is the largest part of the human brain. As you can see, this brown color thing, this is the cerebrum. This is the largest part. Its main functions include planning, thought, reasoning, problem solving, movement, emotion, action, memory, and speech. Pretty much everything, right? The cerebrum has two halves. Scientists believe that the right half helps us think about abstract things such as music, colors, and shapes. So, if you're good in music, or if you're good in art or drawing, or if you're very good with colors and shapes, then your right half is very active, very creative. And while the left half helps us with maths, logic, and speech. So, if you love maths, if you're very good at logical problems, puzzles, games, etc., then your left half is very good. It is also believed that the right half of the cerebrum controls the left side of the body and the left half controls the right side. So it is like a reverse puppet. Your left side will control the left side will control the right side of the body, and the right side will control the left side. Or everything is ulta pulta, upside down. Now the next part of the brain is cerebellum. Let me first show you an animated image of the cerebellum. So see this part, the behind your head, there is a small part. This is called cerebellum. In Hindi, we also call it chota dimag, chota magaj. So, the cerebellum performs functions such as regulation and coordination of movement, posture, and balance. It tells us how to work all the muscles together. It is located at the back of the brain. It is also called the little brain, chota dimag, because it is only 1/8 the size of the cerebrum. See, the cerebrum is so big and cerebellum is just little part of it. Here also you can see that cerebrum is so big. This whole thing is cerebrum and cerebellum is very tiny part of it. See, so this is why it is called the little brain. But it is very important because it gives us balance and coordination. If your cerebellum is not working, then you would keep on falling all over the place. So it's basically like a gyroscope for our brain. Next is the most difficult part to pronounce. Say with me, medulla oblongata, medulla oblongata, medulla oblongata. Quite a mouthful it is, right? Simply call it brainstem. Now let me first show you this brainstem. See, this tiny green part, let this face turn. This is the medulla oblongata. Let me show you an upside down view of this. See, this red thing, this is the medulla oblongata. This basically connects us to the spinal cord. So let's learn about this. The medulla oblongata is responsible for basic vital life functions such as breathing, digesting food and blood circulation. So this tiny little part is so crucial that it helps you to breathe, it helps you to digest your food and even for your heart to circulate the blood in your body. It connects the rest of the brain to the spinal cord. Like I said, you can see that this medulla oblongata is like connector. It is like a socket which is connecting to your spinal cord and eventually taking your brain to the entire body. You can look it over here. See, it is connected. This is the medulla oblongata. It's connecting your spinal cord with your brain. So if this is disconnected, for example, if your phone is disconnected from your charger, you will not be able to talk. So this is very crucial. It controls the involuntary muscles, the ones that work automatically, such as the heart and the stomach. Now, can you control your heartbeat? Or can you control the way your stomach grumbles, grumble, 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 like when you're feeling hungry? You cannot, right? That is because it is controlled by your brainstem or medulla oblongata. Let me tell you about a fact. The animal with the smallest brain in proportion to its body may have been the dinosaur Stegosaurus. The dinosaur weighed 1.5 tons, but its brain was only the size of a walnut. Come on, let's Google it and see the Stegosaurus. So as you can see, that this Stegosaurus has the smallest brain for its body size as any known dinosaur. See, this is a Stegosaurus and it has a tiny brain where the human has such a big brain. So this is a fun fact about the Stegosaurus. Let's move on. Now spinal cord. Spinal cord is a thick bundle of nerves connecting the brain to the rest of the body. The vertebral column or backbone protects the spinal cord from the damage. So let me show you the spinal cords. See, these yellow wires. These are the spinal cord. They are protected by our vertebrae. Now nerves. Nerves spread through the spinal cord to the face, ears, eyes, nose and rest of the body. So basically we have nerves everywhere in our body. Right from your brain to your face, to your fingers, to your fingertips, to your toes. Everywhere that you see that your body is connected. Nerves are like wiring of your body. Like if a brain is the computer, then the nerves are the wiring. So these wires connect your entire body. They form a web within the body. Let me show you the nerves once again. So as you can see, these are the nerves, these are the wires, they are everywhere, even on your face, even in your fingers, even your legs, your toes, everywhere. Nerves divide many times as they leave the spinal cord so that they may reach all parts of the body. The thickest nerve is 2.5 centimeter thick and the thinnest is thinner than a human hair. So come on, let's Google which is the thickest nerve. So which is the thickest nerve in human body? There you go. So the sciatic nerve is the largest and thickest nerve of human body. That is the principal continuation of all the roots of cervical plexus. So let's see sciatic nerve. this image load. So this blue color sciatic nerve, this is the thickest nerve of our human body. It is 2.5 centimeter thick, and the thinnest is thinner than a human hair. So let's see which is the thinnest nerve. So thinnest nerve in human body. Well, that happens to be the trochlear nerve. Trochlear nerve is unique among the cranial nerves, and in several respects, it is the smallest nerve. So it is very thin. It is thinner than human hair. So let's try to find image of trochlear nerves. Trochlear nerves. See, these tiny nerves, they are thinner than human body. They are usually found in our eyes or delicate parts of our body. So these are the trochlear nerves. These are thinner than the human hair. So they might be very tiny, very thin, very delicate nerves. Now, there are two main, each nerve is a bundle of hundreds or thousands of neurons. These are nerve cells. So this is a neuron, this is a nerve cell, and each nerve is made up of thousands of neurons. Do you want to see neurons? Let's check them out. Neurons. So these tiny neurons, they are the ones that form our nerves. So they are the ones that make up our nerves. Now there are two main types of nerves. Sensory nerves, they take information from the sense organs and pass it to the brain through the spinal cord. So which are our sense organs? Mouth, from which we taste; ear, from which we hear; eyes, from which we see; nose, from which we smell; and our skin, with which we touch. So these are our five senses, and the sensory nerves, they take information from the sense organs and pass it to the brain through the spinal cord. Now let me give you an example. Now if I eat an ice cream, my tongue will taste that ice cream. So the sensory nerves in my tongue will give the information to my brain that the ice cream is cold. It is very yummy, very delicious, very tasty. And my brain will get happy when I will try to touch something hot. Like if my skin touches something hot, the sensory nerves will give information to my brain that it is very hot, and my hand will automatically retract. So the sensory nerves, they give information to the brain about the world around us. Now motor nerves. Motor nerves pass instructions to carry out actions given by the brain to muscles and other parts of the body. Now for example, if I want to move my hand or if I want to walk, so my brain will give instructions through the motor nerves to my legs so that I can get up and start walking. Or if I want to move my fingers, the motor nerves will give, the brain will give instruction to my fingers through the motor nerves to move them. Now, reflex actions, like I was telling you about, if I feel something hot. So, what do you do if you touch a sharp or an extremely hot object? Can you control your response? You can't. You automatically move back your hand. Now, this action of our body is instantaneous. We do not need to think before doing such actions. These involuntary actions are called reflex actions. For example, we do not think before blinking our eyes. It is instantaneous. You don't think, I'm going to blink my eyes now. No, that's not like that. You blink it automatically. Let me tell you more in detail about the sense organs. The human body has five main senses: touch, smell, taste, hearing, and sight. So with skin you touch, with nose you smell, with tongue you taste, with ears you hear, and eyes you see. So these are called the sense organs. These organs are called sense organs. They help us understand and respond to the world outside the body. The sense organs send signals to the brain. The brain interprets the signals. It may send messages back to the body to respond to the signals. So it will send the message. For example, if your eyes see something scary, so your eyes will give message to the brain, oh my God, there is something scary and we should run. Or if your eyes see something nice, like if you see a friend or if you see your parents, then your eyes will give signal to your brain to get happy. So you will feel happy. So this is how they give the signal to your brain. Let me tell you a quick fact. Lizards are always flicking their tongues in and out because they taste the air and pass all the flavors back to a sense organ in their mouth. Now I wish I had this thing. So thanks for tuning, guys, and I'll see you next time.